Hello everyone, today I will show you how to predict price movements using simple technical analysis and make money from Pocket Option. By the way, the link to the website with a deposit bonus will be in the description below the video. If anyone doesn't know what technical analysis is, I recommend Googling it, as it is the foundation of foundations and everyone should understand it. I'll go ahead and start. I have the stochastic connected here. I almost never remove it because it helps with the analysis. I'll show you how later. Well, at the very beginning, if you are trading on minute charts, you need to switch to a larger time frame. 10-15 minutes is the most optimal. This is necessary to see how the price moves in general throughout the day, at midday, which will provide a basic understanding of where it is heading and overall how it is moving. If the shadows on the candles are very large and the price is bouncing back and forth, then it's clear that there is nothing to do with such an asset. I will stop here. More or less from everything that is available. Next, after finding the desired asset, we set lines at each nearby price level where the price has stalled. These lines, known as PS zones or local zones, indicate places where the price may bounce back. Based on this, it is clear that the price has now reached its peak at the resistance zone, so the focus here will be on downward bounces from this line. For now, let's wait for a clearer movement and then I will resume the video. The upward movement seems to have stopped upon reaching the zone. A bearish candle has started to form, but it is not advisable to enter yet, as the candle is impulsive and may bounce back. So now I will wait for a better pullback, and here it is. The price has risen a bit. From here I will enter for a downward move. The trade enters profit according to the analysis. For those who didn't fully understand the logic, let me explain now. This line marks the resistance zone. The highest price did not go higher, so the potential for a decline was significant. Additionally, the stochastic showed a breakout from the 80 zone, which also indicated a signal for a decline. Let's move on. If there is a trend, it should always be marked. It is clearly visible now, so I marked it with lines of the highs and lows. Based on these lines, we understand that there is currently a significant potential for a rebound to the line that is above. But to be sure of this, it is necessary to wait for a clear increase. And from here, I will enter the trade. The trade goes into profit. Here the meaning was also in the lines, but they did not indicate the PS zone, rather they indicated the upward trend. Along the lower line, as you can see, the price bounced back up in almost all cases, so it was expected in my case as well. But to be as sure as possible that the price would not break out of the channel downwards, I waited for a clear increase in the green candle and then entered the trade. Let's move on. The price is still in an upward trend, getting closer and closer to the zone, but it is not updating it. Such moments are usually key because the price is now expected to make a decisive move. Either move above the zone or exit the downward trend channel, indicating that it has ended. By the way, this is the signal. I am entering for a downward move. I entered very low, and the price has just stalled. There is still potential for a decline, so I will enter again for a downward move. One second to the end and the trade manages to go into profit, thus recovering the losses from the previous one. The price fluctuates significantly, although the logic was predicted correctly and the price went down as expected. So, the trend has ended, the price has exited the channel and dropped to the local zone. And now, I just wanted to say that most likely the old man is in a sideways market, as it jumped up on the impulse, even rising above the main zone. Well, since such strong impulses have started, I will also enter for an upward movement. The trade is in profit, great. As you can see, the price has exited the channel downwards 3 times already, but then it rose back up on the impulse. I wanted to enter higher from the local zone anyway, so I caught this moment very successfully. I left the trend lines, and the price is back in the channel. Based on them, the price is currently at its peak, at the line of highs, which means there is strong potential for a decline. Moreover, there have been impulses, and after them, there are always pullbacks. I think the most logical pullback should happen here, so I will enter for a downward move. The trade is going into profit, the price is moving exactly according to the logic downwards, and the logic was as follows. An upward trend, the price in any trend moves in waves from line to line, like this. In our case, it has reached a peak at the line of maximums, and accordingly, its further path logically leads to the lower line. Additionally, the price has risen above the main zone, and in such cases, there should always be a pullback. This is what we are currently witnessing. The price is now continuing to decline. I will conclude with this trade. I think I ended up with 6 or 7 trades in total, which I believe is more than enough for understanding the analysis. In any case, this is not the last video. I will be making more, and if any other situations arise, I will explain everything. Something is stuck with Pocket, it doesn't want to let go, but that's okay. The most important thing is that after this video, I'm sure you understood that technical analysis is not as complicated as it seems at first. I agree with the name of this analysis. It seemed complicated, as if something needed to be calculated or computed, but in reality, all you need to do is look for patterns and similar movements, and based on them, so to speak, predict possible future movements. By the way, if you didn't know, technical analysis can also be applied in life. Many people do this, and it greatly simplifies all processes. For example, if you want to buy a Skoda Octavia, but not this year, rather next year, the prices will jump next year. This happens every year. If you analyze and see in which month prices increase, you can anticipate that moment and come to the dealership next year to buy before the price goes up, meaning you can get it cheaper. These are certainly conventions, but the meaning is clear. In general, technical analysis is a quite fascinating type of analysis and provides understanding that is much greater than any indicator. And I will finish on that note. By the way, I forgot to calculate the income. I started with 15,700 and some change, and now it's 16,200, which means I made about $500 or 35k. I hope the video was helpful. If so, be sure to like it and hit the bell icon so you don't miss new episodes. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. And I remind you, the link with a 50% bonus on the deposit will be in the description below the video. To join my Telegram channel, where I conduct joint tests with participants, write in the VK blog, I want to the team. Goodbye everyone.